So the same way we are able to do operations using math and Boolean, we can also do operations with string. And we already talked about it a little bit, but let's review. So if we have something like this, as A equals Sir and B equals Arthur, and then we put all these little variables together and we print it out, what we have? We have Sir Arthur, right? Now, another cool thing we can do is we can use the concept of slicing to traverse our list of characters, which is our string, the way we want it. So that's actually pretty cool. So let's say I want to do something like, hey, give me the position that you have here for position number 2. And then I want you to go there and give me position -1. And what is position -1? I mean, it should be index out of bounds, right? Not exactly. In Python, it's a little bit different. You'll see in just a minute. Also, we can provide from where to where our string it's going to be presented. And I'll talk about this in a minute as well. You don't necessarily need to begin here with position 0. You can also say, well, goes from position 1 until the end of our string, -1 denotes the end of it. So we can have something like this as a name, and then let's say print everything, but you know what? Do it backwards, which is pretty cool. And if we do something like this, what we have, well, before we go there, you know, let's just make our life easier to compare. There you go. So who is in the second position is T. So if we see here, we see 2 is under T, right? If we go there and ask for the very last position, which is given by -1, we have R, as we have it right here. If we use this slicing, as we call it, we are saying, hey, starting from the beginning, what is the beginning? Position 0 until position 2, go there and print. But if we look here, we see that's only A and R. And why that? It's because the upper limit is exclusive. So we're gonna go from A, R, and T, but T here is not presented. So just A and R, all right? Pretty much the same thing happens when you're using slice with the end of our string. So start in position 1, which is R, and go until the last position, which is also R. But since this is the last position, it's exclusive, so we don't have it there. And if we do this construction right here, we have the string printed out in a reversed order, as in Ruatra or Arthur backwards. One thing to keep in mind is, even though the chronological order here begins with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the backward position starts as in -1 with the very last letter and goes into -2, 3, 4, 5, and so on and so forth. So the last position doesn't, the last position, which is backwards, the first one, if you do it reversed, it doesn't start as a 0, it starts as in -1, all right? So thank you and happy coding.